Hey YouTube, well let's take a look at this 2017 Honda CR-V EX. As you can see, it's the new body design, which is similar to the old one but very different, and you can look side by side and there's still the traditional CR-V styling cues like the vertical rear tail lamps, but it is a fresh, clean looking design. The other one wasn't ugly, but it just was kind of plain, so they definitely added some new styling elements to the CR-V to make it something new to crave. So we'll go ahead and look inside, I guess, first. So it's an EX model, so it's above the LX base, but this does not have leather. The interior materials are very good. As you can see, this one has a 12-way power adjustable driver's seat, which I was surprised to see 4-way lumbar on the EX. Of course, you have blind spot monitoring over there on the mirror. Plenty of soft touch materials up above. Very nice looking wood grain trim, and kind of a leather look to this cloth pattern. I thought that was a neat touch. Of course, plenty of storage areas. This is a CR-V after all. Very nice looking seats too, very sculpted very well. And as you can see, the headrest over there, and this one is put on backwards for some reason. I guess the owner thought it was in the way. This one only has about 4,000 miles on it, and it's at the Ford dealership. Looking off to the left of the steering wheel, of course, you have your Honda safety sense. You got the lane keep assist and forward collision alert, with some more storage and all of your various hood and gas cap release. Of course, being that this is an EX means it has a urethane wrapped wheel, which I think does not have a place anymore, especially at the price these are new. I think you should have a leather wrapped wheel, but you still have to move up to the EXL for that. You have a stitched and padded dashboard here, which looks very nice, and they have the wood grain trim. Digital gauge cluster comes straight out of the Civic. This one I don't think has any power. I can't even get anything to come on. Oh, we do have a little bit there. But looking back at the steering wheel, I mean, it looks like when you get in the Civic EX, you've got your volume controls, and you can slide here, 4-way D-pad there, and Bluetooth and cruise control. Like I said, Honda Safety Sense, you do have radar cruise control. Looking up above, this irritates me, and this other cars have this too. You're gonna give all this, you're gonna send all the electronic stuff up here for the Ford Collision, and you're still gonna have a manual dimming rearview mirror. I mean, just throw in an auto dimming, can't be that hard. Traditional Honda overhead console, same incandescent light bulbs, no LEDs or anything you write home about. Sunroof controls and the same sunglass holder with conversation mirror. So they haven't changed up too much. If you have a Honda from 10 years ago, this will be the same overhead console. Up above here, mirror and vanity light. And down into the center is where things get interesting, which I like as an improvement. So they took the infotainment system that the new Civic has, and they threw, isn't this a shocker, a volume knob on there. So thank you, Honda. And you can see the size of the screen in comparison to the controls. There's still some touch capacitive controls there. But you do have dual zone automatic climate control with tri-stage heated seats, nice touch here on an EX. The continuously variable transmission. Okay, this also irritates me if you had a nicer trim level. This little sticking out little plastic piece here, you can see in the sunlight. That's just hard plastic. It's supposed to be a rest for your knee if you had the ones with leather. But, I mean, just take that away and give me an extra couple millimeters of legroom. Some storage, 12-volt dual cup holders. Some storage there with power ports and whatnot. And you can kind of move all of this around. See, this is removed. Sorry, I got a phone call there. But like I said, some storage, and you can learn to put my Do Not Disturb on. And Grandma is passing me in her Tacoma as I'm videoing. She's about to take everybody out. But you do have some storage. And then off to the side here, you do have a decent sized glove box. Moving around the vehicle, very comfortable front cabin, plenty of storage, and you have your sunroof with the 90s sunroof visor. Coming to the second row, this is typically a CR-V strong suit and hasn't changed. Still plenty of room behind myself, plenty of storage to air vents and power ports, and then you do have dual cup holders. Plenty of room for the CR-V, so that hasn't changed. Good view out there. Materials all follow through. Down here, up above, you do have hard plastic, but it does have that faux stitching. But you do have the leather look to the armrests. Looking at the rear, this is an EX, so you're not going to have a power hatch. But you do have a backup camera, of course, rear wiper, and you do have the cargo shade. Of course, you can drop the rear seats with these handles. That's been a CRV thing for about 5 or so years now. And you have some storage down below, and you can actually drop this cargo. Well, this front license plate bracket wasn't in the way. You can drop this so you have a couple inches of more cargo space. And it's a lightweight tailgate. So overall, very nice. Got a new alloy wheel design. Looking up front, you can see the sonar for the cruise control and the nice looking headlights. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.